I don't know about you scribes, but my goals went out the window. I just don't know what happened to them. They just did not happen as planned, and that's okay. I plan goals so I can hit them. I don't always hit them, and that's totally fine. This year, I've got a whole new set of rules, a whole new set of goals, whole new questions for you to think about yourself if you're ready to start planning your year. Let's talk about goals.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I'm Pika Lee, and I'm a writer and filmmaker who hopefully helps you develop and start to build your writing foundation. I'm going to go through some of my goals that I actually committed to at the beginning of last year, and it's my yearly review where I'm going to see what I hit and what I didn't, and then I will talk about what my goals are this year. Today we're talking about goals. I am a huge goal setter. I am neurodivergent, and this helps me structure everything. I thrive in structure. I love structure. I love planning. I love plotting. And so this helps me the most by thinking about these set of questions that I'm going to give you today. By the way, they're the same set of questions that I myself am thinking about and that I'm going to answer for myself this upcoming year so that I can actually have a handle on progress in my career as a screenwriter and as a filmmaker. This is the first year where I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the same book again because I feel like I did so terrible with it this year, but I've been buying it since 2017. Even if I write very little in it, I still find it helpful to keep everything in this book. So I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. My boyfriend says I should still buy it because I've been so consistent with it for so many years. So maybe I'll just listen to him. So last year, I decided that I was going to stick with the theme, sort of breaking through the fear and harnessing that determination. I wanted to do a full year of 5 Hallmark scripts for the year, so I was going to do a year of Hallmark writing. I only wrote 1 Hallmark script. I then did 2 other writing projects on top of my 4th being the novel that I'm currently writing and finishing, that I started for Novel November and going into December for that. Might be going into January. I wrote a 1-take feature in partnership with a friend at the beginning of the year. That took me about maybe 2 months. Hi. Okay, you want to say hi to the people? Say hi to Coco Chanel. I was also supposed to be practicing my treatments this year. I didn't practice that very well. I did revise Falling Together, my UCLA script that I wrote through all 4 of the core classes for my feature film writing program last year. I had a benefit of the program where one instructor of my choice could give me notes on that, and I did get notes and I did record it. He allowed me to record it, and I'm gonna get that out to you. Yeah, you know how I am. I was supposed to join Women in Film. I did not join Women in Film. I think Women in Film is really great if you make use of going to all of the events and networking. I also had a job of going to make 5 new connections while being in the sphere of going to these events. I did make more than 5 connections, mostly through writing groups, through joining events for writers where you're just kind of generally going to write alongside them. And going to, I think I went to visit a friend at Slam Dance this year in LA. And their first year in LA, and I went to go visit them because she was going to be coming in. She's from Florida originally. There I got to meet someone really cool who introduced me to somebody else really cool to talk about a school that I potentially wanted to go to. I've always wanted to go to AFI for screenwriting. You cannot do it while having a job. It's a full-time thing and it's very expensive. There are some scholarships or grants that they can provide you if you do not have the money. And so I didn't know if I wanted to do it. I didn't know if I had the time to do it. I didn't know if I could survive in California doing it with not a full-time job. That was kind of my thing. But I did meet a really great writer who is actually staffed on a show and very kind as to telling me a little bit about the school and how it worked. And Honestly, I would love for him to be someone that I get to talk to on this channel. I don't know if anybody's open to that on this channel, but if you're open to hearing from breakout writers, people who are just getting their start, how they're getting their start, I'd love to do something like that. And people who are not even necessarily writers yet, maybe they're on their way, they're working an industry job. How did they get that industry job? Where did they come from? What do they write? Things like that, you know.
Hello scribes, I just had to stop you really quickly so I could tell you that I've got a new Notion website for you with a bunch of free things, including the script vault, which has the feature script vault and the TV script vault. And if you have a script you'd like to donate, feel free to email me. You can also find a really quick link to my Etsy page where you can buy your own writer verified blue checkmark pin. And once I have free downloads for you, I'm going to drop the link right there. I'm hoping to add more free downloadable resources for you. Okay, back to the video.
Instead of 3 film festivals and 2 book fests. I did go to 1 film festival, 1 book festival, YouTube 3K hours, and only doing 2 videos per month. I ended up doing about 3 or 4 per month sometimes, which was kind of cool. I did not do the interview process that I wanted to do, which was talking to breakout writers, filmmakers. Again, let me know if you want that. Piece away. I actually decided early on in my whole goal process that I was not going to ready it for querying. It's not going to be the first book that I query, even though I wrote it in 2019, and I've done about 4 rounds of edits, including 1 major rewrite. So there's still stuff that I want to work on it. It's a YA romance and somewhere in the vein of Sarah Dessen's style, and I would say a little bit Jenny Han style. That is pretty much everything that I had planned for the year here. I did want to try to get back into short films, and I think I wrote short film ? In my goal book, but never got to make a short film this year. So what am I thinking about for next year? I haven't figured it all out yet, but this is kind of what I'm thinking about. My writing goal is going to be working on a calling card script. Whether that's a pilot that's a calling card script, or a feature, or a TV movie. 1 preferably in each. Calling card scripts are scripts that are, it's gonna be that one that you're like, does it represent your voice uniquely? Does it have the themes that you often write? And is it representative of what you would typically want to write about? It's going to be the script that gets you noticed. Now, my theme for this next year, 2026, is going to be progress and movement. How can I create the progress I want to see? What kind of movement do I need? I'm just ready for that new push. So now let's work on the writing goals. Am I gonna write a pilot, rewrite, or polish? Am I going to write a feature, rewrite, or polish? Am I going to work on a novel, rewrite, or polish? What am I working on? Things that I write have to fit the writing goal that I set for myself, which is to write and work on a calling card piece. I have a full grid that I can show you guys, and it is to organize what project you're working on, what draft you're on, what year you wrote it, the last year you updated it. And honestly, it's one of those projects that I put together just to make sure I could reference writing very quickly. It was organized in one place. Some other questions that I have for myself are, what are my query goals? What programs do I want to try to get into this year? I have to write all that down, do my research on it. And what's my weekly schedule? Because I have a weekly schedule, I figure out and do my time audit that way. I write down what I can comfortably do during those days and what my days off would look like, what they're dedicated to. Once I find a nice rhythm, that's gonna be my weekly schedule. I try to stick to that throughout most of the year. I always have 1 day dedicated to writing. I usually write for at least 4 hours with my writers group. This year is ending for me kind of losing my job in the industry.
Recap and update on losing my job. Last week, I lost my job in the entertainment industry, and this week, I'm catching up on Nobody Wants This, submitting applications, and preparing for an interview. Instead of working on a new script or my novel, I did a little bit of work on an old pitch deck that I was working on.
Potentially getting a new job at the beginning of the year that I've been interviewing for. And so those are some of the questions that I'm going to go into thinking about for the beginning of the year. I'm honestly still working on the novel that I've been working on since last year. It's a historical romance. I love historical romances. Until then, go support me on my Etsy shop. You can find this really cool pin, my writer verified pin, and wear it in support of yourself as well as in support of me. That is going to help me so much. It helps me create content, testing out different types of courses. Not only that, but it also supports me if I do short films. I try to fund them through my own personal pocket. They're unique to my shop, and that would help me greatly. So anyway, scribes, drop down below what you're going to be working on next year. I definitely want to hear all about it. How did your goals go this year? And are you a big goal planner? I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, scribes.